Hi, my name's Brittany. I am originally from Anchorage, Alaska, and now live in California, which is awesome. The weather's pretty great, as I'm sure everybody's heard. Uh, but my life experience that I want to go ahead and give, I had a few and I really did not know what to choose, so we're probably going to go with the most effective. But I grew up at this Christian private school, which was awesome. I had a lot of great friends. My family was all there. It was a really close knit group of people. Know the same 40 kids your entire life and all graduate together. It's crazy. Uh, but my sophomore year, my parents actually divorced. So instead of me graduating with those same 40 kids, I ended up having to switch over to a public school. Um, Contrary to what I thought, I always felt that all schools would kind of teach you the same things, not be too, conservative, I guess, with a lot of their things, simply because it's like you're getting covered with a sheet your entire life, and then right when you're out into the real world by yourself, they take it off and they go, okay, good luck. We've taught you everything, but they haven't. There's so many different things that I didn't know as a person, or even some of my friends now that I know that have graduated from that school, they didn't realize how serious certain topics were, or even information about certain topics. It was a very sheltered schooling and environment, which can be good, but also has its consequences, as everyone knows. Both do. There's pros and cons to both sides. But for me, my transition was the best thing that's ever happened to me, because I was so closed off to anyone who believed differently than me. I can't even imagine me being like that at this point in time. But anybody who had a different opinion, or anybody that felt that my opinion was wrong, I almost felt challenged. And I feel that in today's society, most people have this idea of Christianity being, those kind of people where you're so closed-minded, you're so closed off. If, my way or the highway, if you don't believe the same way as me, you're going to hell, that's the end of it. And it wasn't until I transitioned to public school that I realized, God has loved me since the very beginning. No matter what I did, no matter what wrong I did, he still managed to love me. And that's the aspect of Christianity that people are supposed to see. And when I went to public school, I saw and felt more love from other people than I did when I was at a Christian school, which you would think it would be the opposite. That's what they used to tell us anyway at our Christian school. But kids were so, welcoming to whatever background you came from. Even for me, being, some crazy Jesus freak, it was an easy transition, and people were so caring, and they wanted to know more about your lifestyle, and they cared where you came from. And not in the bad sense of, oh, you came from a Christian home, oh, we can't be friends with you, but in the, well, tell me more about that, I'm interested, I've never heard about this. And it was a whole different world. I learned about science, history, things that I wasn't allowed to learn about, that were considered, wrong or sinful in nature, things that everybody should know about, but that in that conservative area was totally closed off because they don't want to open kids' minds to things, which I understand, pros and cons again right there. But it was definitely something that I think totally changed who I am as a person. Now I am so open-minded, and just every person I meet, I treat them as if, you're my mom. Best friends with everybody, just totally different person. And I am so thankful that that happened to me, because if it wasn't for me transferring to a public school, I feel that I would probably be stuck in that same narrow-minded, stuck in my way or the highway lifestyle. And to me, the one thing that reaches people in life is loving people. Not to be totally cliche, but love conquers all. And I truly believe that with all my heart. And even more so now than I did when I was younger. It's definitely something that I feel strongly about. And I think that that was the one thing that was missing from me growing up, was I didn't think of it in a loving way. I was hateful and, resentful of people who thought differently. And I, thank God every single day for getting me out of there and giving me a taste of the real world and what I'm supposed to do as a person. And I'm so, so happy with that. And if it wasn't for all of that, I wouldn't be talking to you today. So it's been a crazy ride, but hopefully we can continue it.